When it comes to trading and investing, even though there are a lot of really important things that you need to know, if I had to choose, the number one thing that you should know about is market cycles. Make sure to save this video so you don't forget this crucial information. Most of the world's greatest investors have exceptional knowledge of market cycles, and they've used their knowledge of market cycles to make billions. By timing market cycles, you could out-invest and make more than 99% of investors. Just like how there's patterns in the weather, where we know that in the summer it's going to be hot and in the winter it's going to be cold, we know that there are patterns in the markets where we know that our money will grow and other times where we know that it's probably better not to invest. By studying these patterns, you could set yourself up for success and have less of a chance of being blindsided by scary events. When assets have decreased in value and it's late in the winter, which is known as the bear market, most people are either scared or not interested in investing. However, this is actually the best time to invest in fundamentally sound assets. When Bitcoin was $16,000, very few people wanted to invest. However, the biggest institutions in the world like BlackRock and Fidelity were busy preparing their Bitcoin ETFs. When spring comes and all of the assets start moving up significantly, that is called the bull market. This is when everyone decides that they want to join in on the party. Now that Bitcoin has made new all-time highs, many people are interested in it. During the bull markets is when you'll make the most money. However, as the market cycle continues, it gets riskier and riskier and riskier to put more money in. By understanding market cycles, you could increase your bets when the odds are in your favor and take money off of the table when the odds are against you. First, you could look at the cycle and determine if we're in the winter or if we're in the spring. Then you could look at the asset and ask yourself, is the price equal to the value? Or is the price much lower than where it should be? The price is usually a lot lower than the value during bear markets. And of course, you could also ask if the price is much higher than where it should be. This, of course, happens during bull markets. At $16,000, the price per Bitcoin was much lower than its value. And personally, I think the price is still much lower than the true value. When the price of an asset is lower than the value, that is when you could be more aggressive in your investments. When the price is higher than the value, that's when a more defensive approach is more appropriate. Understanding market cycles is probably the best thing that you could do to understand when things are under or overvalued. That's why